I'm low-key glad Ace died in One Piece. I saw this post online and saw the debate on if you could stop any one of these deaths, who would it be and who would you save? To my surprise, I actually saw people picking Ace and couldn't disagree more. Keep Ace dead. Ace's death, as heartbreaking as it was, and as much as I miss that motherfucker, played a crucial role in Luffy's development as a captain and as a person. It taught him a fundamental lesson, the reality of loss, even when you're the main character of your own series. Without Ace's death, Luffy wouldn't have fully grasped the harsh challenges of the New World. The impact of Ace's passing was intense, but it pushed Luffy to mature and take his role as captain even more seriously. If Ace had survived and Luffy could easily reunite with his crew, his growth for sure would have been stunted. The loss of Ace was a catalyst for Luffy to understand the harshness of the world and the need to become stronger, and teach him that believing in your own power isn't enough if you're going to survive this world. And don't get me wrong, Luffy's encounter with Kuma would have undoubtedly contributed to his strength and growth, but not nearly as much as the emotional toll of Ace's death. It was pivotal. It forced Luffy to confront the harsh realities of the sea and motivated him to become a stronger captain for his crew. Let's be honest here, before Ace's death, Luffy had experienced insane luck for a lot of situations. Luck that vanished when he couldn't save Ace. Ace's death forced Luffy to realize that relying on luck wasn't enough. He needed to transform that luck into absolute power that he could wield effectively in the challenges ahead. I mean, this was a wake-up call for Luffy, waking him up to the realities of life, making him realize that if he didn't become stronger and more focused, his crew members could be the next one dead in his arms, an experience and a heartbreak he never wants to endure again. Seriously, think about it. If Luffy managed to save Ace and achieve a happy ending during the events of Marineford, he likely would have reunited with his crew a lot sooner. He probably would have felt invincible after such a victory. After all, infiltrating Impel Down and then escaping it in the biggest prison break ever is already impressive on its own. But then entering a Marineford battlefield filled with nothing but Marines and actually escaping with his brother, it would have been the heist of the century. Why would he want to train with Rayleigh for 2 years after that? He would have gotten that bounty increase once more, arranged a reunion between the crew, and continued the journey to achieve everyone's dream in the crew. Everyone getting separated would have been a minor setback. And then that minor setback would have led to a premature entrance into the New World that would have left them vulnerable and unprepared, similar to Don Krieg's crew facing Mihawk when they thought they could enter the Grand Line. But at the same time, I really do think they just had bad luck running into Mihawk out of all people. But for the Straw Hats, a lot fucking worse. Can you imagine a scenario where they reunite immediately after Marineford with no training? Pre-time skip, they had so much trouble with one pacifista. What the hell was going to happen if they went to places like Fishman Island and Punk Hazard at their pre-time skip strength? Hell, they didn't even know how to control Haki pre-time skip. They would have had trouble with guys like Caribou, who's a Logia type, among certain others. And even if they somehow made it through all that by some miracle, by the time Dressrosa came, Dofi and his crew washing the Straw Hats. Sugar might have won with turning them all to toys too. They could have all just been toys chilling in Dressrosa at this point in the story. But you guys let me know how you're feeling about this and what you think. Do you think there's any way Luffy and the crew would have been fine if Ace survived and Luffy didn't have to endure the challenge of losing him? Let me know in the comments.